Doreen, our industry,
Yeah.
We have something that I love to call it a curse and a blessing at the same time. The demand for this insect is so high. It's just very high. The moment you introduce farmers to this insect, hakuna kurudi nyuma. It's not even the farmer. It is the animals of the farmer. Your chickens, your pigs. Wanaanza kusema sasa kama utupatie ile kitu we don't want.
Good evening. Welcome to My Source Business Show here at PrayerCaveTV. We are so glad that you're tuned in today for this amazing show. I always say that this is your go-to destination for all things business. And last week we had an amazing episode where we were looking at agribusiness and we were focusing on the BSF farming. That is the black soldier farming, and we looked at the science part of it. Now, today, I want us now to look at the business part of it. And I'm so happy to be joined by my amazing guest, Winnie Wamboi, who is one of the directors here at Harcourt Farm that is based in Juja. And they transform waste using the BSF using BSF farming. Welcome so much, Winnie.
Yeah.
Last week, it was an amazing episode where you walked us through the science of BSF farming. And now in today's episode, I want us to look at the business part of it. And before even we do that, kindly reintroduce yourself to our viewers. Maybe someone is watching for the very first time, and we are urging you to go and watch the last week's episode so that you can connect with this one.
Yeah.
Without further ado, kindly introduce yourself.
Okay, so hello. My name is Winnie Wamboi, one of the directors of Harcourt Agri-Eco Farm Limited here in Juja. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, let's continue with our conversation. And how has this business benefited you as a person? Yeah.
So, first of all, it has created employment for myself. So this is where I am able to, get my daily bread.
Yeah.
Na pia pesa ya furaha here and there. Again, it has made me connect so much with the society, with the community, which is a really good thing because I would say I'm a people's person.
Yeah.
I love interacting with people. So this is one business that has made me interact with so many people and be able to join well with the community. And, it is fulfilling. It brings me happiness. Seeing myself getting waste out there and, creating employment for other people, for other youths. It's a plus for me. It makes me feel good. Yeah.
Yeah. And how does your company, you have talked about how people feel and what you want people to feel.
Yeah.
How does your company benefit the society?
Yeah.
Yes.
So one is creating jobs.
Yeah.
There are families that are being fed from this farm.
Yeah, because you have employees,
yes,
right?
You have employees.
Yeah.
So, including myself, I am a youth now who has left the unemployment job bracket. So I've reduced those numbers as well for the Kenyan
Very
government.
important.
Yeah. And I've come to this space.
Yeah.
Another one is, I'm able to feed a lot of animals with quality protein. I mean, that is so much joy. It brings me so much joy seeing pigs fighting for this insect, seeing chicken coming to you for this insect, seeing dogs, it just brings so much joy because animals are, they're just innocent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So providing quality protein for the farmers out there, it brings me so much joy seeing even a farmer is happy by the product you are selling to them. Another one is seeing crops, beautiful crops from our fertilizer. You know, a farmer would tell you, hey, my small farm, you know, was producing very bad crops, but now you should come and see what you are doing. And you see, one thing working with farmers, I'd forgotten, you know, when you asked me how this has benefited me is, you know, every time we go to supply the farmer the larvae, because we deliver to their facilities.
Yes.
You know, you never come left empty-handed.
I know, right?
You come with your skooma, you come with your sugarcane, you come with your fruit.
Yes.
So, I mean, you know, you get to eat goodies from these farmers.
Yeah.
So, again, there's a football team we support that helps in waste collection and how we do collect and those logistics. So whatever small we have, we are able to support the football team as well. Yeah.
Oh, this is so great that you are happy that other people are happy when you're doing
students.
Yes,
there are some students who come here for their project and for their attachment. Remember, for me, when I went to do my project, I had to pay, but I did not have the money, so I had to work there so that I'd be able to repay the money. But for me, I allow students to come here. You do your project free, and for me, I was for my project. Yes, I went somewhere and I was able to take data, but remember, I had to work. So mainly, I was not going there for my project. I was going there to work. So I could not produce really good data because now I have to work. So for the students from nearby universities who come here for attachment and for projects, you don't have to pay, and I'll be very serious on you so that you can give me, you know, you can produce really good data that can be used by the society as well, and, you know, can be used by the farmers to get facts.
Wow. They have to, it's free here.
For you to come to do your project, it is free. All you have to do is share with me the data, and you have to be very serious. I have to see you are doing in the work. Hapa hakuna shortcut.
Ni ukweli, hakufai kukua nayo.
Hakuna shortcut.
What would you advise someone who wants to venture into this BSF farming? What would you tell them? What let me ask this. What should they consider before venturing into the BSF farming?
So, one, are you a patient person?
Patience.
Patience. Patience is a virtue you have to practice with BSF. So when I say patience is when you come to your farm. So BSF, as I said, it has a very short life cycle. By 15 days, you have your ready product, right, to sell and to give to your chickens. But at the beginning, you don't have 15 days. You have up to 6 months, depending on what stage you are going to begin with BSF. So for these 6 months, you are paying your workers. For these 6 months, you're just collecting waste. For these 6 months, you are patient, rearing your insects, until your colony now stabilizes to now even, you never have short, let me say that. So one, I would tell a farmer, you need to be patient. Of course, you need to have the seed capital, because for BSF, what I tell farmers is, again, as much as you are waiting for 6 months, it is something that can outgrow you very fast. Especially if you give it good environment to thrive, it will thrive. Because one fly lays around 500 to 1,000 eggs. So if you are not ready, you see now you'll have larvae, you don't know where to take them, and you haven't stabilized yet. You will also have, you find you have larvae, you don't have waste, you don't have containers, you know. So you have to, wherever you are starting, you have to do a lot of mathematics. You have to do a lot of mathematics so that this insect does not catch up with you and you're not ready. And the last one is waste. Many farmers that I've interacted with them, they normally come and tell me, but out there we have a school, do you have a hospital? Have you gone to that school? Because you'll find that there's already someone who is already taking the waste. So waste. first of all, map your waste. That is even the first step when you're starting BSF. You have to map the waste. Where is this waste? Because waste is something that will determine, will you grow or will you not, will you remain where you are? Yeah.
So you have to know where you're getting your waste from.
Yes, that is in fact the first step.
Yeah.
Even before now you start coming for trainings, before you start, because again, training is another key thing. Remember I said you need to do mathematics. So how will you do mathematics if you don't know what you are working on?
Yeah.
You don't know what numbers you are working on. So training again is a very key thing. You just go train in a place, as I said, Isipe. Go train in a place that they have this data, and it is not just maneno tu wamefanya, yani wamefanya na wametenda. Yeah. So as you, before even you go for that training, map your waste. Know where will you get waste. The moment you decide you want to start this type of farming, start collecting your waste. Yes. Start collecting that waste.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would like to know the market dynamics when it comes to this business.
Yeah. So Doreen, our industry, we have something that I love to call it a curse and a blessing at the same time. The demand for this insect is so high. It's just very high. The moment you introduce farmers to this insect, hakuna kurudi nyuma. It's not even the farmer. It is the animals of the farmer. Your chickens, your pigs. Wanaanza kusema sasa kama utupatie ile kitu we don't want. In fact, I was having a case with another farmer some few days ago where she called me and told me, sasa itabidi ukujie hizi nguruwe. Because at that moment when I never had the love to supply to the farmer. So she called me and asked me, will you introduce to this thing, my pigs are not keeping quiet. So wewe kujie hizi nguruwe pia ujipange nazo ujue venye utazifanyia. So the demand is so high. But then the supply from our end is so low. So you find that if I cannot satisfy you, when utaka hapa, see, then you lose that client. So you find as much as the demand is out there is very high, hauna clients because you are unable to satisfy them at one point. And wanaona who, because what happens, you see, this insect is very small. So currently as we are at 3 tons. But the demand out there is 100 tons. In fact, for like Unga, Unga wants 40 tons of this insect per week. As we are at 3 tons production per month. So where you see Unga cannot even look at me at one point. So I lose them as a client. But I want to say, if you can be able to invest big, and have big productions, trust you me, the market is out there and is looking for you.
Wow. And what is why is this business important for the environment and also for the economy, especially here in Kenya?
So the waste business in whole is a growing business. It is estimated to be, some big, I don't want to quote figures, but someone can search. It is going to be $1 billion. It's $1 billion industry. So it's BSF. BSF is, it is estimated to generate lots and lots of revenues in the near future. And so for the environment, we are collecting a lot of waste. Currently, this small facility is taking waste from Wetaidia Market, Juja Market, and Ruiru Market. Again, there's industrial waste. When you came in, you found waste at the door. There are more waste that we have. Industrial waste, companies that are unable, they don't know where to take this waste. We are ready for you. Bring it to us, right? So we are collecting a lot of waste. So for the environment, we are removing the greenhouse gases that, are being emitted and creating the ozone layer. So BSF is a key thing to the environment, but it feeds on these things that as humans we consider as waste, organic waste especially. For the economy, it is creating employment. So many people are able to pay taxes, right? So that leads to the growth of any economy out there. because you see, it is creating this, we are paying taxes as well. So yeah, the economy is growing from that.
So people who want, you don't know where you're taking your waste, call Harcourt.
Hey, please
call Winnie here. She will help you with your waste.
Yes, I will. Oh, I will love you for that. In fact, I'll not miss your call. You are very special to us.
You're very special when it comes to this farm and waste.
Yes.
Now, you said about organic waste, and maybe someone wants to also dispose inorganic waste. Now, do you choose? You tell them, I'll not pick this, I'll pick this. What happens?
So, I'll start now by shouting out to co-waste management services. So, what happens for us, we are very particular. We just want the organic waste. But if you have other kinds of waste, we will connect you to other people in the waste business who are now going to collect the waste. And then they'll give us the organic waste, and the rest, because there are people recycling metal, there are people recycling plastic. So now, when it comes to waste, there is a bigger, it's an umbrella. So I'll connect you to now a person who now collects every waste, and now for them they'll be able to sort out and give us the organic waste, and for us we will get the organic waste, and the other kind of waste, the person who is responsible for collecting that waste will be able to sort and take to different areas where it is useful.
Wow. What role does technology play when in the process of transforming waste? Yes.
So, BSF itself is a technology. As much as it's a living being, this insect itself is a technology. How it feeds on the waste and poops as fertilizer, there are some things going on in its body,
It's technology itself.
Yeah, it is technology itself. So, I feel like the waste sector, one way of, first of all, what do you call it? The waste sector is taken, one way to dignify the waste sector is, bringing in technology. Waste has been considered, ni takataka. Unaokota takataka. There is a whole, mtu amekwekea, ni kama uko na ukimwi. Not even AIDS, I'll say a bad disease. Why are you collecting waste? Why are you interested in collecting waste? Wewe ni chokora. Many people even would consider, sometimes when I go to the dump site, people, wanashangaa, msichana mdogo unafanya nini ukitafuta takataka? So there's this notion that waste is such a bad thing. But boom, introducing technology dignifies waste. Having machines that helps you sort this waste instead of humans will, a person doing engineering, a person doing this big course can now come in, akiwa too smart because it's a machine doing in the dirty work, as they say it, it's a machine doing it, and yeye atakuwa kwa ofisi, working the data, making sure the machines are running well, making sure the system has been computerized, and keeping key data, because in waste industry data is very important. Collecting data. So when you have technology, it will be able to collect this data very efficiently. It will also enable very many young people to come in this industry and be able to uptake waste as a very dignified thing to do. So you are not ashamed to say you work. You work as a machine technician in a company that deals with waste.
Wow. And what would you advise viewers that are watching? What do they need to have when they want to start such kind of a business? What is the startup capital? What are the requirements that are needed in this particular business?
So as I said, you have to invest in first of all, training. You have to invest in training. When I say invest in training, someone asks me, you charge to train me, but you paid your school fees from class 1 to class 8 or from wherever education ulifika. So when I say now pay, why are you,
why are you feeling?
Why are you feeling? You have to invest. Knowledge is expensive. So first of all, invest in training. Know what you are coming into. Have the facts on the table before you start this kind of farming. Because I feel like when you have the knowledge, any problem you encounter, you are able to, you know, handle it very well.
It's true.
So first of all, you need to, you know, train. Yeah. So that depends on where you are going to train. As I said, the CPA is free. When you come here, you pay. So invest in your training. Second, of course, you need, where are these BSF going to live? You need containers. You don't have necessarily to do whatever you can see in our farm. You can have, you know, plastic containers, mitungi ikiwa imekatwa. You can have zile beseni, yeah. So si lazima uanze hapa. You can start with those plastic containers, recycled plastic containers that are way cheaper. Again, the insect, you know, you have to have the insect, and of course you'll buy. Yeah, that also depends on where you're going to buy the insect. You'll need a greenhouse. Now, this one you cannot go short. This one, hakuna kuambia ati container kata nini. No. You have to have this greenhouse. It's a certain type of paper. You go to CPA, they'll give you those numbers. It is not just any paper. It is a paper with, you know, with numbers, and people who manufacture it, they know it, right? So the greenhouse, you have to have the BSF in controlled environment. You have, you know, where are these containers going to sit? You don't have to do metal racks, as you can see here at the back. We have some of the containers on the floor. You can have on wooden racks as well. For the floor, it doesn't have to be cemented. You can have the dam liner. So BSF is an industry also coming to learn and cutting so much cost. So right now, the cost of starting is not that high as when we were starting, because as we never had so much knowledge. For now, we have been able to learn on cutting, you know, let me say cutting corners where it is needed.
You've talked so much about trainings. So you offer trainings. Tell us more about it.
So we do offer trainings, and it lasts you 1 week.
1 week?
Yes, 1 week.
Okay.
You come here 1 week, you work with us. So we'll be, you know, on day 1, we'll teach you what is BSF. On day 2, you'll do the processes, because BSF has processes. You will feed, you will hatch, you will, you know, harvest. All these are processes that you cannot learn in a day. So you'll find that, you know, it's an activity you need time to learn. So you'll stay here for 1 week, and every day it's just 2,000 shillings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Each day?
Each day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by the end of 1 week, I will have learned everything I need to know about BSF.
Yes, by the end of 1 week, trust me, you'll have learned everything you need to know about BSF. We also have learned you as the farmer, because you see with BSF, what the environment in Juja is not the same as Machakos. It's not the same in Coast. It's not the same in Western. So we'll be able to have learned, even you as the farmer, you know, the dynamics of your place. And within that 1 week, and as we are conversing, we'll be able to advise you, you know, depending on your environment. I'm saying that confidently because we have had 1 year of killing this insect, resurrecting it, giving it this food. You know, we have done a lot of research. I even say this place is a research facility on its own, because, you know, we have done so many things, but every day we learn. So for us, that is growth. And now when we learn, for you as the farmer who are coming to start, we are able to give you this knowledge, and for you, don't waste a lot of time. You see, you not go to give, you know, those things and do all those things to take your money and as well, you know, consume your time. So you'll move very fast.
So apart from the trainings that you offer, you also have products. Kindly talk to us about the products and how you sell them.
So our main product is the wet larvae. Because we haven't gotten a dryer yet to be able to do the proper drying process. So one thing we take pride in, we have gone for animal feeds formulation in Kirdi, and we are certified. We can make animal feeds.
Okay.
And it's something the company has. It's a vision for the company in the next few years. That is where we want to go. And we are able to advise the farmer, even when you buy our larvae, how do you balance or how do you feed these insects whenever you come to your farm, and how do you mix with the other ratios, for animal feeds. So our main product, as I said, is wet larvae. That goes for wholesale. It's 40 shillings.
Okay.
And at retail, it's at 75 shillings.
Per what?
Per kilo.
Okay.
Yeah, per kilo.
Yeah.
And we have the starter kits. So the starter kits depend on the packages you have. If you take 0 to 10 kgs, it goes for 1,500. So it is from 1,500 to 700, depending on the amount of kilos you take for starter kit.
Okay.
Starter kits are the tiny BSF, because the tiny ones are able to adapt very well to new environment.
Yeah.
And for the farmer, you see, that's a seed. I mean, so if I give you the seed, you'll come and start farming. So that's an investment, right? That's why the much difference from 1,500 to 40 shillings. For the 40s, a farmer who is recurring, they just want it for their chickens, for their pigs. Yeah.
Okay. I want us, as we come to a conclusion, I want you to tell us where our viewers can get you. Maybe you can also share your contacts, your socials, where they can find you, so that if someone wants to start such a business, they can talk to you, you can train them. Kindly look at that camera and talk to them.
Okay.
Yes.
And one last product I never mentioned.
Yes,
the
please.
fertilizer.
Yeah.
It goes for 40 shillings retail and 20 shillings wholesale.
Okay.
Yes. So for a farmer who would want to reach us, we have our website at www.harcourt.co.ke. You can also get us at 0705 06 7060, and our socials, that is Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, all those at Harcourt Farm. Just Harcourt Farm. If you type that, you'll be able to get us, and we'll be able to communicate and help you, give you the assistance you require. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Winnie. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
That was such an informing and an enlightening episode that you've gotten here. Yes. And then we can see congratulations on your reward.
I don't have to mention.
Yes. Congratulations. Continue prospering.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, it is good when other people recognize.
Right.
So this means to the youth out there, it is not dirty work. If people are recognizing us for collecting waste, think.
Yes.
Yeah, think.
They should. And there you have it from Winnie Githinji, or Winnie Wamboi Githinji of Harcourt. She is one of the directors here at Harcourt Farm. She is a young lady. Imagine, so young, with a lot of wealth. You can really learn from her. Her contacts are here on our screen. You can get to her and talk to her, and you will get the knowledge that you require for your business. If you want to start the BSF farming, talk to Winnie, and you will get the help that you need. So thank you so much. That is where we stop at today. Remember that success is within reach for those who dare to innovate and persevere. Until next time, keep striving for greatness, and may your ventures thrive. Thank you so much. I am your host, Doreen Kimondo. Bye-bye.